YNABers. My name is Jesse Meekum, and this is podcast number 363 for YNAB, where we teach you 4 rules to help you stop living paycheck to paycheck, get out of debt, and save more money. More money. I always want more money. This is a PSA, perhaps. I think it's wise. Okay, this is just a credit to cash a little bit, like just a reminder. This is not anything specific that happened to me per se, but I do think it's prudent to just carry a little bit of cash with you, just a little bit. I'm not saying use cash because you're going to spend more. I do believe that happens. I absolutely believe it, 100%. I believe that the ease with which you can spend means you will spend more. Because companies, banks wouldn't be trying so hard to have you spend so easily if that weren't the case. So all the apps that let you get Chick-fil-A faster or get McDonald's quicker, or Little Caesars was my latest, sweet setup. I ordered it, walked in those like hot and ready pizzas for $5 a piece. I don't eat them, but I'll feed them to my kids. How cool is that? I mean, as far as parenting goes, it's so funny that I have these double standards. Like, I won't eat macaroni and cheese, but my kids, I feed it to them all the time. Hot dogs, yep, same thing. They love hot dogs. There's no way I'm going to touch a hot dog. So, anyway, this is off subject now, but yeah, Little Caesars. You walk in and you just put in a certain code into this machine, and your little door opens, and you pull out your order and walk away, and that's what we want, right? So, I mean, zero interaction. I was in and out. There was a line. I just walked right past everybody. And everyone in the line's like, what? I didn't even notice that big old mechanical machine there holding all those pizzas. I had no idea what that was for, but that really smart guy just walked in and pulled them out and then left. And that smart guy was me in that instance. So, this ease of purchase, obviously, is what drives spending. Or one of the things that drives spending. So let's not pretend that it's not a real thing, that you very likely, in the aggregate, on the whole, over a lifetime, definitely spend more using a card than you do with cash, because cash is a big old pain. And I mean, who hasn't been sitting behind somebody in line and you're like, oh my gosh, they're pulling out cash, and then the cashier has to do change. And I don't even remember how to do change anymore. And takes forever. Walmart, the Walmart app, I love our neighborhood Walmart. I love it. It's clean, it's well lit, it's well stocked. They have everything I need and a ton of stuff I don't need. And you use the Walmart app. They have a little QR code on the point of sale machine, and they have self-checkout. And I just walk up to that thing, hold my phone up, Face ID. It scans the QR. It's like, thanks, Julie. It says I'm Julie, but it doesn't matter. And then I scan my stuff and walk out. I've had to stop 3 times from the Walmart greeter stopping me because they're like, hey, did you check out? Because I don't even look like I checked out. I don't grab a bag if I can help it. And I'm just walking out with my Fairlife chocolate milk. Huge endorsement for them right now. Fairlife chocolate milk. Oh, my word, it's so delicious. Their other milk's delicious too, but I mean, come on, chocolate. So, yeah, I just walk out with a couple of those in my hands, and he's like, where's your receipt? And then I can show him my phone. Actually, just tell him now. He recognizes me now, so he hasn't stopped me anymore. But anyway, so there's another one. Super easy to just walk in, walk out, right? And then what do you have? You have the tech with Amazon, where they're doing that checkoutless situation up in Seattle, and I think they're piloting another larger store. And it's all done with cameras, if that doesn't freak you out. So put on your tinfoil hats, people. No, I'm just kidding. But they're using all these cameras, and you just grab the stuff, and then it knows what you grabbed and put into your bag, and then you walk away. And let's be honest. If you're sitting there with 2 different stores, and you pull into one where you can walk in and grab your Fairlife chocolate milk and then walk out. This podcast was not sponsored by Fairlife. If they want to sponsor, they would probably be my first sponsor ever. I would take it. I would just take it in milk. I wouldn't even take cash payments, just milk deliveries. Anyway, so you just walk in, you grab it, you leave. It's like it's your kitchen. It's like a pantry for you. And then, of course, the transaction happens, but you're totally unaware. Whether that costs $5 or $4 or $3 or $7, you just grabbed it and left. Feels like it was already yours. versus the store where you have to go in and swipe that card that only the Luddites use. I mean, who wants to mess around with that, you know? So let's not pretend that a lot of this tech that's coming, I mean, you know, my youngest, she's almost 3. She ordered Amazon Unlimited Music service for me. I got an email saying, hey, thanks for signing up for your free trial. And of course, I laid into my 14-year-old, like, what are you doing? He was, Dad, nothing. And of course, I don't believe him for the first 30 seconds. Then did a little digging. I had to apologize to him for assuming he did that. Anyway, but I had good grounds. I had good grounds for it. Who would have suspected the 3-year-old did it by talking to Alexa, trying to get Alexa to play Here Comes Santa Claus for the 50th time? Instead, Alexa thinks she meant, hey, sign up for a free trial of Amazon, Unlimited Music. Apparently, that was the conversation they had, and everything was hunky-dory because Santa Claus started, and Faye was happy, and I was alerted with the email. So let's not pretend that it's not all about getting our money, getting more of our money. More, not easier, because there's no win unless you're looking at, comparing going to one convenience store to the other, A or B, you'll choose the more convenient store. But when you're dealing with these big players, Visa, they don't care. I mean, if Visa's in either store, they don't care which store you go to. Let's assume fees are all the exact same, right? They don't care which store they go to. They just need to make sure you run more on the card than you would otherwise. So if you're Visa's executive team or MasterCard, whoever, if you're on that team, you're sitting there thinking, how do we get more people using Visa? We can either take from MasterCard share or Discover or Amex or whatever, try and entice them, or we can just try and get consumers to spend more on the whole. And it's like they have this cabal, again, tinfoil hat, right? They have this cabal that's just saying, guys, let's do this consortium here where we just, in a joint effort, it behooves all of us to make it as likely as possible that consumers will spend more and more on their cards and less on this cash where we get no peace. Not even mentioning the data access they get and then the ability to profit off of that data in some way that requires wearing 2 tinfoil hats and holding a tinfoil antenna you made high into the sky. So they get the data, they get a cut of every transaction, and it is in their absolute best interest. And if I worked for them, I would be doing the same thing, trying to maximize profits. It's in their absolute best interest to make sure you spend more and more on the card. So all of the tech they develop, all the convenience that they assist on, it is to make sure you spend more and more on the card. That is fact. So when you say you're pulling the wool over on them, you're making off like a bandit, just pause and re-listen to this. You very likely, on the whole, in aggregate, across your lifetime of spending, are simply lining the pockets of the banks. Now, is it worth it? Because can we just say that you're paying for a service? You're paying for convenience? Yeah, sure. Let's call it that. Let's say, hey, Jesse, I'm at a pump. I'm going to use my card because there's no way I'm walking in, putting $20 on the thing or however it used to work, and then walk back out. They're coming up with chips where it's just built into the car. You just pull up, it recognizes it, and you're charged. Again, make it easy, have the allure of convenience, all of that. Let's just make sure that we call, a spade a spade. You're paying for convenience. When you use that card, you are paying for convenience. And I know there are people that say, hey, merchants set their price, whether you pay with cash or credit, it's the same. And that's true. There are some that maybe cut you deals, very, very few. For the most part, so many people use plastic now that the pricing's fixed to the plastic. And do I believe that if those fees were to go away, that merchants would pass it on to the consumers? Not right away, but I do believe that competition over time would force those merchants to adapt accordingly. So I think there would still be normal competitive pressures to, if you compete on price, to compete on price by lowering it and, having the consumers regain those fees that are going toward the banks. All that to say, when you're looking at cash and you're saying, I'm winning here because I'm using plastic versus cash, I don't think that's the case. Do I think it's worth the convenience, though? For me personally, yeah, I've made that decision. It's definitely worth the convenience. Next episode, I will talk about where there's a case for cash. I wanted to in this episode, and then I just kind of felt led down the line of thinking that we have landed on right now. So next time you swipe that plastic, just say to yourself, like you would if you were Con Maring, and saying thank you to all your clothes, you just hold that piece of plastic in your hand and you say, thank you, Mr. Plastic Card, for providing this convenience to me. Until next time, follow YNAB's 4 rules and you will win financially. You've never budgeted like this. Hey everyone, did you know that You Need a Budget is a book too? If you're looking for a wealth of inspiring success stories and guidance about how to use YNAB's 4 rules to make your money work for you, it's a must read. Pick up your copy at ynab.com/book.